Now it's -3. Hi everyone, it's Mitch, and it is Sunday, January 13th, 2018, here with your free live show. Even with the shades down, I got sun in my face for this one. It's halftime of the Eagles-Saints game, and the Eagles came out absolutely gangbusters in this one, while the Saints were a little bit stale, right, when they got out of the gun. But the thing is the Saints have rallied. We've talked about it before. The best head football coaches are gamblers, the very, very best ones. It makes the difference between championship-winning coaches and coaches that play not to lose, usually do lose, and coaches that take chances. Well, they might not win all the time, but they certainly take chances. We could look at other coaches throughout history that have taken big chances like this. One of them was Sean Payton. Came out of the second half of a Super Bowl game that he was losing, started the second half with an onside kick. He recovered it and went on to win the Lombardi Trophy that year. Pretty amazing stuff. Saw it 3 years ago in the national championship game. Nick Saban against the Clemson Tigers scored the go-ahead touchdown to put Alabama up by 4 points against Clemson. He started the second half with an onside. After taking the lead against Clemson, he kicked an onside kick. His team recovered and went on to win. Matter of fact, it was a backdoor cover by Clemson in that game with a touchdown on the final play of the game. We all had Clemson in that one plus the points. But, boy, it's a lot more fun when Nick Saban loses, right? But we've seen, Bill Belichick take big chances throughout his career, and we've seen other coaches take big chances. And, the coaches that take the big chances, they win the big games. And we saw Sean Payton do that here. Now, one thing that we have going on here with the second half line, though, with the Eagles and the Saints, is we have a gigantic middle. So if you have the Eagles, like a lot of us do, +8 to 8.5, we're getting them +7 here for the second half at +110. The Saints are -130, but you can get the Saints on the in-game at -3 at -110, and that leaves us a 5-point middle to hit the middle there. And then, of course, any of your money line bets at +340 before the game on the Eagles are still there. So, I mean, it's almost crazy not to take it. You could even take, with the bet that, of course, that I hate the most, right? Saints money line here on the in game. Saints money line is -220, so it's a little steep on a -3 game. But the -3 is now to -130, as the world is probably middling this game, is my guess. I would rather lay the 3.5. I'd rather go to the 3.5 and get the +105. Which is where we were just a moment ago. The Eagles +3, even for the game, which puts them +7 as far as our halftime goes. I don't know why everyone feels the need to remind me that players are hurt and stuff like that. All of those things are figured into the line. It's not like this magical thing out there that you got some kind of inside information or anything like that. Injured players, it's in the line. 100% of the time. The only time the injured players aren't in the line is when things like Joel Embiid hurts his ankle in warm-ups, right? We did nail the halftime of the Chargers game against the Patriots. We took the Chargers -2.5 in the early one. And we also did an in-game. Those of you in the Facebook group, we took the Chargers in-game. We got +18.5 on them. Before the Patriots you had an opportunity to even get them at +24.5. It actually even went higher than that. But at 18.5, it was good enough. We won that too. So if you're in the Facebook group, we might have lost our Chargers pick and our money line pick, but we hit the in game and we hit the halftime. So really didn't end up ahead, but I think the damage on that thing was just the juice, or even less. So really not bad at all. But anyways, we got the second half here with the Eagles and the Saints. I have the Eagles here, and I'm thinking about hedging out because the Saints do have the momentum here. And Drew Brees, of course, looks to be getting into gear. I mean, the Eagles are putting pressure on him. It seems when Fletcher Cox is in the game, that Breeze is having a lot more problems moving the football. When he's out of the game, it seems they move right down. What the Eagles try to do is exploit Eli Apple. It's the story of Eli Apple's football career, both at college and at Ohio State. His career with the New York Football Giants, and of course here in New Orleans, teams seem to just the play is called where in the world is Eli Apple, right? It's they look for Eli Apple and they just attack. Now Alshon Jeffrey in here, we're seeing for the Eagles is it's clear why this team is being successful last week and why they're successful this week in the playoffs. It's a lot of players that we haven't seen all season for the Eagles, or much of this season. They're actually playing in this game. You can see the effect of the injuries. Alshon Jeffrey, Sproles. I mean, these are guys that missed a lot of the season and are now in there. Was it Carson Wentz? Is it Foles? I don't really know, but I just know that you have Alshon Jeffrey. He certainly has a nice, a catch radius. And I mean, in the area that you have to throw the ball into for him to be able to make the catch is significantly larger than it is for most wide receivers. This guy, even in college at South Carolina, he just was one of those guys who could always seem to cover a lot of ground with his arms and with his body and make the catches. And to have that kind of range is some pretty good stuff. But if you're watching us on YouTube Live, if you could hit that thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. Of course, if you're watching us in Facebook Live in the Facebook group, appreciate that as well. So I would say I'm playing this the second half two different ways. I'm going to lay the points here with the Saints in the second half. I don't know. I'm kind of chickening out here on my Eagles bet. It's rare that I do this, but I'm getting 5.5 points on my middle. So I'm going to lay the points here with the Saints. I think they come back. I think they win the game. I'm not sure if they cover the spread. As a matter of fact, I don't think so. I think they win by 4 or 5. If they win by 4 or 5, I'm middle. If they hit by 7, if they win by 7, I hit both sides of the bet. This is just too good to pass up. I know I might be leaving money on the table if the Eagles rally the troops here and can get the momentum back, but I don't know the way that second quarter went. I'm just not seeing it. I know the Eagles get the ball to start the second half, but I'm not sure that that's good enough. Now the Saints on the in-game have gone -3.5, -130. So a lot of people are probably going on that strategy that I've been talking about, which is the middle, which is trying to nail that middle, because it's just a lot of points to work with in this type of game, because it's like you're getting that more than 8 with the Saints. So actually, the Saints for the halftime bet at -7, so it's just -3, is much better value than the in-game at -3.5. You got them at 7 there, so you have the possibility of the push on one side there if the Saints win this game by 3. But of course, if the Saints won by 3, you get the push on one side. You'd win on your Eagles bets if you're a premium member, or if you happen to take the Eagles in this game, which I think a lot of people were on the Eagles. We all won so much money on them last year that we've been riding the wave, right? Probably using our same Eagle money from last season. But that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take the Saints. It's -7 is the second half line. It's if you're in gaming it, it's -3.5. So actually, it's a little better value. The -3.5 is at -130. So definitely if you're going to do this one, you're going to want to do it as a halftime bet and go -7 on the Saints. So I'm going to do that. It's mostly as a hedge. That's the way I'm playing it. And that's going to be it. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Tomorrow's show is at noon or thereabouts. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell in the upper right-hand corner so you'll get notified when I go live. The issue is that my flight doesn't arrive into Maui until 7:39 a.m. Hawaii time. So actually that puts us past 12 o'clock. So it's actually, the show might be at like 2 in the afternoon or something. Actually, my timing's way off. The show might be closer to 2 in the afternoon, 1:30, 2 o'clock. If not, I could actually do a show from the airport in Honolulu, but then it will only be on YouTube Live. So maybe we'll do that. We'll do a YouTube Live and a Facebook Live. We'll figure it out. I can always hook the phone up to the computer and pray for the best as far as getting the multi-stream as well. But anyways, This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Maybe we will get it at 11 a.m. tomorrow Eastern Time. I'm not really sure. There will be a live show tomorrow. I'm not sure how it's going to happen, but our play here is the Saints -7 for the second half. I have the Eagles for the game. So it's basically a hedge and trying to hit the middle. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll figure it out. We'll either do it from Honolulu Airport. We'll do it from at home in Maui. Either way, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the bell in the upper right-hand corner so you don't miss the live show. Have a great day.